with us from First Bank Stadium in Music City, USA, Nashville, Tennessee. It's week 11 of this college football season, and our coverage on EA Sports continues. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Vanderbilt Commodores. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
When you talk about teams who are building for the future, you've got to mention Vanderbilt. Stadium upgrades, a dynamic crowd. First Bank Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee has improved in the last few years. It is the smallest stadium in the SEC, but the Vanderbilt fans are getting louder and more passionate as Clark Lee continues to build a contender in Nashville. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And the Commodores ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. On the move from inside is 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Crimson Tide offense takes the field to start things off. And here comes Austin Mack. What a rough game he had in that loss last time out, throwing 3 interceptions. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Russell got the quick pass. Out across the 20, they'll mark him out of bounds right at the 21-yard line.
Great timing there in that throw by the QB on the out route. Gets it to his guy just in time. He makes the catch, and his momentum takes him out of bounds.
Gonna run it. It's Hill. Stopped cold by this defense. They tried to fool him with the run, and nobody was buying it. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So Vanderbilt's offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
The Commodores can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw, it's Carter. Quickly out to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Off-play action on first down. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at second down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
Working their way closer and closer, a third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. We'll get a stoppage here for an injured player for the Tide. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. And the Commodores are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Takes a hit as he fires. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Well, this isn't the start this guy envisioned. We're only in the first quarter, and already this guy has 2 drops in the game. He's got to get his mind right.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. There he goes! And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Commodores will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Alexander. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. He splits the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing Russell. Firing to the right, complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Takes the handoff. It's Hill. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. Slips through the line. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Vanderbilt's offense out there looking to start a productive drive. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Back to throw, it's Carter. Makes the grab.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. The screen, he can go. Oh, he's got some space. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. After ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 13. They'll run the option. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Here's a heat. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
On that third down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on fourth.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. The lead is 6 in the first.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1, 2, 3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. The give from the gun. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll go right back to the run. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
And coming into this game, talking to coaches, man, they were worried about how fast this defense was, how physical it was. And so far throughout this game, man, it's shown up. Like the speed, the tackling, the eye discipline. They've done such a good job owning this football game early. And it's on the offense now that they've got to find some answers.
Running inside. It's Alexander. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. They just can't do it better.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Looking to throw, it's Carter. It's complete. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Caught over the middle. It's Sherwood. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. The Commodores, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Going to the ground. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
It'll be 3rd and long. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. They're now up 9-0.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tide ready to roll on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Keelan Russell fires to the tight end. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but so many great backs that you can name off the top of your head that played at Alabama, that ran it with an edge, that ran it physical, that always represented that style. And you can see Alabama, they're always going to do this. They're going to establish the run.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Russell. Oh, looked upfield too soon and dropped the football, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration. Wanting to move the chains, here comes Alabama on 4th. Needs it to keep this drive alive. He's not quite going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs as the defense stops him a few yards short. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Alexander.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Wide receiver going in motion. The give to the back. Good, solid tackle.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the run, it's Alexander. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll try it over the left side. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Commodores. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacked on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. To the ground with the back. Picks up the first down. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. An explosive play in the running game moves the sticks for the first down, but there is an injured player on the field. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the ground. He's got it again. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Out of the gun, the inside give. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain its 4th down. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Really no drama at all to making that call and going for it on 4th down, and they make it pay off.
No drama. It'd be drama if you didn't go for it. If you were that big of a scaredy cat and you didn't want to go for it on 4th down, you need to find some other game to play.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Throwing Russell. Makes the grab.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. On the run, it's Hill. Maybe some room here. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Russell. With the catch, it's Rodgers. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Short completion on 1st down, and here comes 2nd and 8. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. The Crimson Tide snaps it from the red zone. They'll run it. It's Hill. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Keelan Russell. He's got it and still on his feet. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. So after getting nabbed for holding, it's 2nd and long. They'll run it from the gun. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
Well, I love the fight from this offense on this drive especially, and they've been physical, and they've had a lot of success moving it down the field, running the football. They're trailing by 2 possessions. Down in the red zone, 3rd down here. This is critical. They have got to be able to score a touchdown and cut this thing and make it a 1-possession game. It'll be interesting to see what they dial up on 3rd down.
He is stopped well short of the 1st down marker at the 15, and let's see what they do on 4th. And it's right down the boulevard. That'll cut the lead to 13.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Commodores offense onto the field, ready to start the drive. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. When you see these Alabama linebackers demolish quarterbacks and wreck things in the backfield, you have to think of Derek Thomas in that 27-sack season in 1988.
27. That's insane to have that many sacks in a season, especially when they didn't throw the ball that much. But finding ways to get after quarterback. You've seen Alabama guys, they're built different, they're recruited differently, and they have a lot of success, and they get after quarterbacks.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Dropping back, it's Carter. Pressure coming. Unleashes one. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Commodores decide to punt it away. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. Gets away from one, finds room. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jess.
Right down the gut of the field. Inside the touchdown, Crimson Tide. Rolled his way into the end zone.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. 1 snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense, we always talk about offense, but man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. They cut into the deficit the last time they had it, forced the punt, and now they can really make this a game.
And you're right back in this thing. You're creating some momentum. You got the score. You got the stop. This offense, Jesse, has a chance now to make this an absolute barn burner of a ball game.
Yeah, it's one play at a time, though, right? You're not going to get it all back in one play. Just go out, do your job, execute, keep this thing going down the field. And if things go well, like David said, we've got a game.
That's caught. It's Rodgers. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Nice throw, nice catch, great completion on that out route. Sometimes those cornerbacks, when they see that early, they can make that jump and get that pick six. So those are dangerous routes to throw, but it worked for him there.
Runs through the tackle. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll try to run for it. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's fourth down. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Maybe a crease. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Yeah, nice job by the running back. I like he understood that it was 4th and 1. I got to get that first down. And how about the blocking up front, creating a hole, creating some space. Not only did he get the first down, makes the big play, sparks this offense.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is a sophomore offensive lineman down on the play, and we hope he's able to return soon. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Russell. Quickly complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Big play on the catch. It'll be enough to move the change, but there is a man still down on the field. Training staff is out there tending to the injured player, and we will step aside. The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He's got it on the run. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football, look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play, nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
You hear a lot of coaches talk about bend, don't break, and it's in these areas of the field down in your own goal line defensively where you want to just stiffen up. And they did a really nice job on first down, stopping the run.
To the end zone, and it's picked off. He's at the 40, past the 20. Touchdown Doors! Took it all the way back to the house.
And that's a great job by the defender there, back in his own end. He knew he had to make a play. He jumped the route, caught it, and he takes it all the way back. Forget flipping the field. How about scoring a touchdown?
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jack. Turning it on! Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
Yeah, they're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. If you can't stop it, it can be a long game.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Throwing Russell. He's got him along the sidelines. Beautiful footwork for the first down.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field.
Here's a little room there. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Got a little space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, this defense has their hands full with him on this drive. And that DB, I'll tell you, he may have saved a touchdown with that tackle. When you've got speed like this running back has, if he gets in the second level, a lot of people start to hold their breath because it could be a house call. And you know they're going to keep giving him the football here in the drive. Up front, this defense has got to get a lot more physical.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On the run, it's Hill. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost.
That is a play the offense absolutely had to have. They're trailing, right? And this is a big 3rd down, but what a great job by the QB and his target being on the same page, hooking up for that big-time play. Now they're in the red zone, and all of a sudden they got a chance to score it.
Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, you just know that offense, they needed that touchdown to try to build some momentum. Hasn't really been going great early in this game, but a nice job being physical at the point of attack and pay it off with the score. And maybe that's just the play they needed to turn this thing around. Getting set for the point after.
right down the boulevard. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Back to pass, it's Carter. Finds his man, it's Sherrill. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Commodores are in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He'll throw it. Hauls it in. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. The run inside. It's Alexander. Made a defender miss. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the 1st down at the 41. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Adams. He's down right at the 17, and the clock will stop to move the chains on the 1st down. And the Commodores go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Obviously didn't like what he saw on 1st down, and they used a timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the left. And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. Oh, they're after him. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To throw, it's Carter. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Never a doubt. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. We begin with Louisville taking on the North Carolina Tar Heels. And it's Louisville with a real chance to make this a memorable season. A 7th straight victory following everything that happened last year would put the rest of the sport on notice. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in Nashville. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at First Bank Stadium.
Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
I caught up with the Commodores head coach at halftime. This home crowd is fueling their running game every single time the running back gets the rock. They are going crazy. The ground game has been good, and they're going to continue to ride the momentum of this home crowd.
Appreciate that, Holly. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Might as well stick with him. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
That has got to feel good if you're this offense picking up that first down by running it, because we know the struggles they've had this season, particularly on 3rd down. So to come out here, run the ball, keep the drive alive, let's see if they can generate a little bit of momentum.
Makes the catch. It's Spence. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5. The Commodores are flying down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's got it. It's a seam wide open. Inside. Touchdown, Vandy. And the pummeling has started.
It's so challenging to stop the middle of the field passes deep down. You stretch me in these zones. I got to run with you in man. It's always a good idea to run those deep posts, and you can tell they saw it all the way. Receiver, quarterback on the same page, gets the big touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he puts through the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished with a 62-yard pass for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. After the defense just gave up a touchdown, they really need to put something together on this drive. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Keelan Russell. Snagged in the middle. It's Ford. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Running inside. It's Hill. Might have a chance. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the team.
Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Really nice job to move the ball on the ground like that in the big game, but we will need to check on an injured player. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bama! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
PAT unit on the field. Bangs it through for an extra point. They'll stop play here to tend to the injured Commodore. So as they take a look at the injured player, we will take a timeout. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Guys, checking in from the Vanderbilt sideline, they are really hyping up their quarterback right now, guys. You know, they weren't exactly sure what to expect from this young player going into the game, but he has delivered over two.
There he goes.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
And the Commodores with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Bounced off his feet.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Still third down, but more ground to cover after the flag. To the air, it's Carter. Pocket breaking down. Right on the money. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Commodores will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line.
And That is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
That's a good run to give them some breathing room. Pick up a 3 out to the 5. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Fires to the big fella. He's got enough for the first down at the 14-yard line, and no matter what happens on this drive, just getting out of jail in your own end is a win. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. There's some room. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. He might want another play. Right back to the well. Oh, he's got some space. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Looks like Alabama will pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to pass. It's Rivers. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down marker.
When you run this out route, you know you're starting to get close to the sidelines. I know I got to start slowing down and find a way to drag or get one toe, a pinky toe, a big toe, whatever I can inbounds. Nice effort, nice catch, way to keep something in bounds.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. That's reeled in. It's Lindsey. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Back to pass. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete.
The cornerback wasn't fooled that time. He was squatting on the out route, and because of that, he was able to transition, break on the ball, and knock it away.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Leaves it with the back. No gain on the play. They tried to run for it, and that defense was ready.
They have been running ISOs in football since the beginning of time, right? They want to isolate that linebacker. A lot of times they're going to pull a guard. Great job by the defense seeing it, getting downhill, understanding where the ball's coming, going downhill, attacking it, and getting a big tackle for a loss.
He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This guy has been hard to bring down on this drive for the defense, and the D's lucky there because it was a DB that saved a touchdown. When he got into the 2nd level, he put the Jets on. There are people in the stadium holding their breath thinking he might break it, but this defense up front, they've got to be able to slow him down a little bit.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. That is a big win for this defense.